Motor, J Motor, J Motor, J Motor, recognize Heckler House, Heckler House. Oh, 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 oh.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, last week we had some butt-hurting motherfuckers, didn't we? Hell yeah, we did. These assholes, they fucking got so butt-hurt. Oh my gosh, like the 6 or 7 people that put comments, mean comments. I don't give a fuck. I've literally stated, if you've ever watched my videos, you can disagree with me all you want to. You don't have to agree with me. I don't care if you have a different opinion. Everyone has one. I'm not getting butthurt because you don't like something I said. You know, it's my honest opinion about something. Or it's true. Now, if it's a truth or a fact, there's no fucking debating. It's a fact. You can't fucking disagree with it. There are people on the left that you could fucking argue with them until you're blue in the face. You can give them all the evidence, the proof, right in front of their face, and they will still double down on fucking misinformation. And they 90% of the time, they do not know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, it makes no sense. I hate politics. I absolutely hate it. And you would know that if you'd watched any of my previous videos. I advocate for common sense. Like, if it don't make sense, why the fuck are you doing it? That's fucking stupid. But anyways, my last week's video, I got several hateful comments. About 6 or 7 of them. Which isn't too bad. You know, if you put, let me just put it this way. If you put yourself out as a YouTuber, you're out on the internet, people could see your shit, you do a video, you know, you've got to be able to take the criticism. If you can't take a joke, or you can't handle facts and truth, get the fuck out of the kitchen. Plain and simple. Everybody knows that saying. Get over it. Nobody cares about you being butthurt and getting triggered over truth and facts, or someone else's opinion about something. You know, if it's my own personal opinion about something, you're more than welcome to disagree. I've always said that in my videos. Okay, so last week I talked about Candace Owens. I don't give a fuck. The facts are there. It's truth. It's facts. She has provided zero evidence of what she's saying. She's just making shit up. And there are some fucking simps who are white knighting for her. You know, fuck off. Seriously, if you're that weak-minded, it tells everyone a lot about you, and that's a you problem. I'm not weak-minded. I don't buy into her bullshit. She's an attention fucking whore. She has always been an extreme far left feminist. Always. She hasn't changed. You can do your own research and find everything I said in the previous video is a fact about her. Hell, there are a shit ton of fucking people that's called her out on her bullshit. You know, look how fast she backed off Steven Crowder when he threatened to sue her and fucking won. Because she doctored all that fucking video crap from his ex. She got busted for that. That's a fact. Look it up. What else? Fucking, like I said, she's provided zero evidence. Brandon Tatum, otherwise known as Officer Tatum, has said, oh, she's my friend, but she's gone batshit crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's lying through her fucking teeth. He says, I've seen the ballistic reports and the evidence. I know what happened, and they're right. That dude's the one who fucking killed him. And she's trying to make up this whole conspiracy theory that it was Donald Trump and fucking Israel and fucking his wife and all this other bullshit with zero evidence. Zero evidence. Give me some evidence if it's true. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. You're lying out your ass. You're a fucking attention whore. That's just a fact. Deal with it. You fucking white knight simp motherfucker. We have a simp epidemic here in, across the world. Fucking simps, man. I can't stand simps. I can't. I don't like, if it's a fact and it can't be refuted, and I don't like it, I don't get butthurt over it. I just fucking move on. There's some things I don't like the fact that there's so many simps who simp and white knight for these OF girls. It's a fact. There are a lot of simps that fucking, give these girls fucking money and they don't get anything. They're not getting sex. They're probably texting some dude across the fucking seas. They're fucking ignorant. They're idiots. I hate simps. I can't stand a simp. You're part of the fucking problem in this fucking world. Feminism is the most evil cult in world history. It's based off Satanism, Marxism, and it's fucked up. Satanism is about the self, pleasing the self. And that's what fucking feminists do. Me, 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 me. They don't care about anybody else. Ugh. But anyways, sorry for the rant. I can't stand simps. I can't stand feminism. And fucking Candace Owens is a piece of shit. She's a liar. Anyways, the next thing I'm going to mention is, hey, at the beginning of the video, I literally state that I do not know Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He could be a cool dude. I don't know him in real life. Okay? I also had put in the description that he is more than welcome to have his own opinion. Everybody does. That doesn't mean he's right. Okay, so some people do not understand sarcasm. When you talk shit on a buddy or some shit like that, or another dude, and you're just fucking around. Some people don't get it, and they get butthurt over it. Like this dude, I saw it because I was watching one of Jeremy's live streams Thursday night, and this fucking moron named Rusty Furry or something like that, he was simping for some Jeremy dick, and he thought he was going to get some by going and narking on me, tattling. I don't give a fuck. Go tell him I was giving him shit. I give my friends shit all the time. They give me shit right back. YouTubers do. Fucking Jeremy and Ryan has done 10 times worse than what I did on the previous video of giving Jeremy shit. I don't hate the dude. I don't know him. But if he's going to have a retarded take about something, I'm going to give him shit on it. To sit there and say that Master Chief is on par with Mario's the most popular or even better video game character in the entire world is asinine. He doesn't even come close. Most people don't even know who Master Chief is. And that's the fact. Mario makes sense. Everybody knows who Mario is. How'd that work out for you, Rust Furry? Yeah, because I watched it. Jeremy told you to fuck off. He's like, I don't give a shit if he gives me shit. People give people shit on YouTube all the time. It's the internet. Durr. Dumbass. Anyways, yeah, I was being sarcastic. I was giving him shit. You tell me you've never given your boys shit before? Whatever. Anyways, fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I think, and this is my opinion, you can agree or disagree all you want. A few runner-ups. Sonic the Hedgehog. Because of the movies, he became pretty popular. Simon Belmont from Castlevania. Samus from Metroid. These are real popular fucking characters, you know, but they didn't make the top 5. I have the top 5 in my personal opinion. And I think a lot of people would agree with me on these top 5. Now, I excluded, like, fighters from fighting games like Mortal Kombat and, you know, Street Fighter and all that shit. I excluded, in superheroes, I excluded all them. This is strictly video game characters. Okay? So at number 5, I would say Link from The Legend of Zelda is one of the most popular characters that most people know in the entire world, or worldwide. Number 4 would be Donkey Kong. Almost everybody knows, even if they've never played the game, know Donkey Kong. 3, I know for a fact, everybody knows the name Pac-Man. He is a worldwide phenomenon and has been for years. Number 2. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and most people probably would agree with me, Final Fantasy VII is probably the #1 RPG of all time. Everybody has heard of it. And Cloud would be one of the #1 characters. I'm not including all the others, just Cloud. Everybody knows who Cloud is. And then, of course, Mario would be the #1 fucking character of all time. Everybody has heard of Mario. They know the theme song. They know even if they've never played it, you know, they know who Mario is. That's the #1. That's my top 5. You can agree with me or disagree with me. I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, Mario's the #1. And he's all Master Chief. It's a retarded take. And if you've ever watched my videos, you know that I've always said, if you have a retarded take on something, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. I don't care. I'm calling you out. Because it's dumb. I don't care how much he likes Halo. He's wrong. Okay. Enough of that. Let's talk about Asmongold, or otherwise known as Zack. I never used to watch this motherfucker. I mean, I swear. All I know about him is he got real popular from, I think, from playing WoW on Twitch. How you make millions of dollars from playing a video game and live streaming it. It's insane. It's insane that there's people who can do that. Like, it's just a lot of people try to do it, but only a few people can do it, have ever done it. I think PewDiePie, I think he got started out when YouTube first began. It was a whole different ball game when YouTube first came out. And PewDiePie made a buttload of money just playing video games and streaming them. I was just like, what the I can't believe there's that many people who like people who watch and play video games, and they enjoy doing it. But anyways, Asmongold. If you ever watched his eyebrows, he moves his eyebrows up and around like... He's literally the younger version of Jeff Dunham's puppet, Walter. When I was watching, I was like, fuck, he looks like someone familiar. And then I was like, oh, he's a Muppet. But what Muppet? At first I thought it was Bert from Sesame Street. And then I looked up Bert, and he's just got a unibrow. I was like, no, it's not him. And then it clicked. It was Walter. Jeff Dunham. You know, he's like a younger version of Walter. It's just fucking hilarious. But anyways, that motherfucker, I literally just watched him play a game called Ball Pit. I was like, well, that looks kind of like a neat game to pass time, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I downloaded it and started playing it. And now I want to play it all the time. Motherfucker. What an asshole. So fuck you, Zach Asmongold, you son of a bitch. You got me fucking playing that stupid ball pit, asshole. The other thing, you ever seen him? What the fuck is this shit? He does that shit all the time. Puts his finger on his nose and like talks to the audience, turns that way, you know. Why the fuck do you gotta show your fucking chat screen, motherfucker? I don't need to see your chat screen. It's in the fucking way. Get the fuck out of the way. When you're answering someone from chat, we all know you're talking to the chat. So why you gotta have it in? I don't need to see it. I know who you're talking to. Anyway, he's got a lot of dumb takes too. I mean, some of them are funny. You know, I don't agree with everything he says. Like, I don't know if he was being serious or what, but he was all like, I haven't taken a shower in a month. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck you mean you haven't taken a shower in a fucking month? And then he started coming out, and then he's like, oh, I started taking showers every day, and now fucking my skin's all breaking out and fucking shit. See, if you leave that shit alone, you know, the bacteria on your skin will keep you clean. It'll keep you from getting dirty. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Are you serious right now? Or are you fucking with people? Fucking with your viewers? I don't know. It was crazy. That's insane. I could see you maybe skipping a day, maybe two, if you haven't been anywhere. But I've got to take a shower almost at least every other day. I can't. Yeah, I've got, like I said, you know, after a couple of days, max, I have to take a shower. I'm very big on hygiene and shit. So I don't know if he was fucking around or what, but that's kind of gross. He was just making up like some scientific shit about how bacteria keeps you clean if you don't shower. Are you fucking... You can't be serious, dude. Anyways, he's alright. I never used to watch him, but here lately I've been watching him quite a bit. They talk about that whole Twitch Hassan, the Twitch shit with Pokimane or whatever. I don't give a shit about that crap. And then, you know, the Hassan thing, everybody's fucking fuck Hassan. He's a piece of shit, lowlife. Yeah, Twitch is pretty much a cesspool of fucking retards. I don't know why people even watch them. Like I said earlier, I don't see how people can watch people play games either. It's just kind of strange to me. You know, I watched a little bit of his video of him playing a couple of games, and then, you know, that's it. I don't watch the whole thing. That's not my thing. But anyways, but like I was saying, I don't do shit to my viewers. I don't bullshit them. I don't make shit up. I give you some truth and facts about something I've watched. And I watch every movie I review. I watch every television show. I play every video game I review. I do it. I don't, because there's a lot of YouTubers who have scripts and they read off a script. They don't stutter like I do, because I'm trying to think of shit to say. I'm not fucking reading off a fucking script. I haven't got it pre-written. I also don't fucking go, I mean, nothing against them if that's the way they do, like Critical Drinker. You know, if any of you know who he is. You know, he reads off a script. No big deal. Don't bother me if that's what he wants to do. I don't. You know, I just tell you what's up, you know, at the top of my head. You know, I give you, and like I said, there's some YouTubers who do reviews, a ton of them, but they don't fucking actually watch the show. You know, that's irritating. I don't do that. I watch everything that I review. I also don't use bots to boost my subscribers and my views like Mr. Beast did. Half his fucking shit is bots, guys. If you didn't know that. A lot of your big YouTubers, they're using bots. Have you ever not noticed a new channel will come on and then all of a sudden they've got like 200,000 subscribers already? Bullshit. No one's even heard of you. But I've been trying to grow my channel organically. I've been doing it for years. I do it for fun. I don't get paid to do it. You know, it's just something I enjoy. I think you don't get to do the whole ad shit until you're like at 1,000 subscribers. You know? So, I don't make money. I don't beg for money for chats. I don't do live stream. I've never tried to do live stream. I don't know. I may have to fiddle with that at some point in time and see if I can do one. But yeah, I don't need to beg for subscribers. You know, either you want to watch the channel or you don't. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to. It'd be nice if you subscribed and watched the channel, but I'm not like, hey, you've got to do this, you know. I hate them videos where, you know, you're watching it, like the funny animal videos, and then all of a sudden it pops up, this dog will die unless you fucking subscribe to the channel. What the fuck? What kind of sick, deranged people do that? That's fucked up. But anyways, I don't do that I don't beg. I'm not gonna fucking beg. You either want to watch or you don't. Plain and simple. You know, but if you want truth and facts and no bullshit, then, you know, watch my channel. Or don't. I don't care. But I'm not going to bullshit my viewers. I'm not going to lie to them. I'm not going to make shit up. Now, I might give my opinion about something, but if it's a fact, there's no disputing it, even if you don't like it. Now, you can disagree with my opinion if I give you an opinion, which I usually do towards the end of my review. I'll give you my opinion on what I thought about the movie or television show or whatever. But that's the way I am. And you would have noticed that if you were actually watching the channel and just instead of just coming on at one time and see me giving someone bullshit and then fucking going, oh, you're a fucking asshole for you're, attacking Jeremy. Even though you don't obviously know what sarcasm is, or giving shit to somebody, apparently. But it's the internet. I love the internet. I think it's funny how people get triggered and butthurt over the stupidest shit, and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. It's fucking hilarious. It's funny as fuck. Anyways, let's get on to talk to you what I want to really talk to you about. Fuck, man, I'm fucking all that shit up. Holy shit. I can't even talk straight. So as I've said before, even if you don't watch the channel regularly, and you've only seen a couple videos, or you don't watch it at all, it only takes 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't affect you or your channel whatsoever. It just helps this channel grow. So please subscribe. Also, I have another channel. It's called Easy Does It. The link is in the About section. Check it out if you like gaming vlogs and reviews and reactions to other YouTube channels. Okay. Again, subscribe. Red Sonja. Now, I watched this a little, about, I'd say almost a month ago. It was before this month, I know that for sure. I watched that fucking new Red Sonja. Why didn't they just get the chick from Game of Thrones to play the part? It would have made more sense instead of putting this 5'1" itty bitty chick in there, and like she's kicking everybody's, all these fucking huge gigantic men's ass. It's so fucking asinine. You could definitely tell the feminism in this fucking movie. And oh my gosh, the acting was terrible. I don't think any of these motherfuckers could act. It was that bad. I mean, it reminded me of the Deathstalker movies. However, the Deathstalker movies, I actually liked those movies, even though they were cheesy and you had some bad acting in it. I liked them. This piece of shit, it was fucking garbage. I do not recommend this new Red Sonja. If you want a Red Sonja movie, go back to the 1980s and watch the movie with, I can't think of her name. Holy shit. I just had her name in my head. Now it's just slipped out. But, Arnold comes in and plays, everyone knows it was supposed to be Conan. I don't know why they changed it to King whatever the fuck they were calling his character. But even though the acting wasn't all that great in that movie from her, Bridget Nielsen or Nelson or some, I can't remember her name. It's something like that. Even though the acting wasn't really that great from her, it was still a way better fucking movie. It was closer to the Red Sonja from the comic books. Okay. So let's get on to your B-movie reviews. Don't watch Red Sonja. It sucked. Okay, movie holics. This week is Action Week. Now, I want all of you to understand that I upload almost every Wednesday. So, I usually do these videos on the weekends. So, like, this is Saturday night. So, if there's any news that comes out on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, I'll do it on the next video. The next Wednesday is when I'll, if something goes on. You know, so I'm just always a few days behind on the news part. But otherwise, every Wednesday, I've been consistent for years now. So, alright, so the first one I watched was called Running Scared. And it was done in 1986. Only made about 35 million worldwide, and it starred Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines. Basically, the story is, I can't think of his name. He's best well known for playing the guy from, I think, Law and Order. He's one of the lawyers, and Senator Organa from Star Wars. He's known for playing that part. But he plays the bad guy in this. Basically, he's a drug dealer. He's from Colombia. He's trying to get one over on, Billy and Gregory's characters, who are cops. And they're basically trying to catch him, catching him doing, importing drugs. There's some comedy in this, of course, because of Billy. They do eventually catch him. He kidnaps Billy's ex-girlfriend or ex-wife or some shit, and they go after him and they bust his ass. They kill him, basically, is what happens. Spoiler alert. Like you probably ever... I mean, it's a good movie. Great movie. Great acting. I give it 2 thumbs up. It's really good. The comedy, if it wasn't for some of the comedy, I probably wouldn't have really liked it all that much. But I like a little comedy, especially when you're doing the buddy cop type movies like this, They were going to do a sequel to this, but the entire cast said, nah, let's not do a sequel. It wasn't that popular of a movie to do a sequel, so no sequel. What a shame, because I thought it was a pretty decent movie. Alright, moving on to your next one. Shogun Assassin. It was done in 1980. I didn't see any box office numbers. Now, I may not get these names right because they're Japanese, so bear with me. Tommy's Burrow and Wakayama, maybe? Tommy's Burrow, Wakayama? I don't know. Tom Walk. There you go. We shortened it down. Jeez. I mean, they're long ass fucking names. And then the leading lady in it is Kayo Matsu. Kayu Matsu. Hopefully I got her name right. Anyways, basically there's this guy they keep calling Shogun who killed his wife. So now he's taking care of his son and is wheeling him around in like this wheelbarrow thing, which has got weapons all over it. And the Shogun guy, he keeps sending ninjas out to try to kill him. Well, kill his son. He made a deal with him at the beginning of the movie. He said, if you fight my son, why would he need to fight his son? Why doesn't he fucking do it? Why can't he fight him? That makes no sense. But he says, you fight my son, I will stop coming after you. He used to work for him until he killed his wife. So he said, okay, deal. So he kills his son. He says, I still want your head on a platter, but that doesn't stop me from coming after your son. Because I did tell you I wouldn't come after you. Whatever. He's trying to kill them both. He lied. Go figure. But in this particular movie, there's a lot of action, fighting, samurai style, because it's a Japanese film, not Chinese. You know, it's not no kung fu movie, even though I would put it in that category. It almost reminded me of like a Japanese anime. Live action anime is what it reminded me of. Anyways, he's having to fight all these gangs of ninjas that the Shogun keeps sending after him. And then he's hired because he's an assassin. He still does assassin work. And he takes his like 3-year-old boy with him everywhere. Maybe he's 4, I don't know. Anyways, he gets hired to kill these one guys that are guarding or escorting the Shogun's brother. So he ends up killing them and killing the Shogun's brother at the end of the movie. And that's the end of the fucking movie. I'm like, what the fuck? You're not gonna have him go after the Shogun? That's it? That's the end? That's all you get? Well, come to find out, there's a series of these movies. And they're not called Shogun Assassin. They're called The Lone Wolf and Cub. Because he's called the Lone Wolf. That's his character in the movie. That's his assassin name. Now, there's one scene in the movie I thought was fucked up. He takes a sword, he puts it in the ground, and then he takes his ball, he says, okay, son. And his son, I understand, his son's just in between 1 and 2 years old. And he tells him, he says, if you come pick the sword, you can travel with me, and we'll fight the Shogun. And then the other one, he says, if you pick the ball, I'll kill you, and you can go meet your mother. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's fucked up. But the son picks the sword. He crawls over to it. Anyways, and then there's another scene that just blew my fucking mind. I could not believe. He's in the water after the ship burns down. He's in the water with his son. And then there's a ninja assassin woman who he keeps letting live. He kills everybody else, but he won't kill her. Anyways, she follows him, and then she works for the Shogun. Anyways, he gets her out of the water and her son. Him and his son strip. But he's in his like underwear or something. His son's completely naked. And then he strips her of most of her clothes. And then he grabs her and starts hugging on her. and puts his son in between them. And he says, the water was freezing cold. There's no fire here. We got to keep, huddled together to keep warm. I thought he was going to rape her, but he didn't. I was like, wow, okay. Well, his son hits him in the chest to knock off some water from his chest. And then he turns around and he flips on her fucking titties to fucking knock off the water off of her. I was just like, what the fuck? This boy is like 3 or 4 years old. It was fucking hilarious. And she was going to kill him. She's reaching down for a sword until the son flicked off the water from her titties. And then she decided against it. I was just, whatever. This movie was insane. You know, it had the blood, the overuse of blood spilling out every time he'd make a cut or something on somebody. You know, you see that in a lot of old kung fu flicks. It was just fucking hilarious. But it's a good movie. It really is. It was dubbed, but I understood everything, and it was alright, you know. I liked it. But I like the old kung fu movies, even if they are cheesy. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's like a Japanese live adaptation animation. 2 thumbs up. Great movie. And there's a whole series of these. I'm not watching that entire series. I don't know. There was a lot of them from what I saw. But this is the one that made it big. The music in it is not like, you don't hear like Japanese music and shit like that. You know, old kung fu Chinese style music. That kind of stuff. No, it was retro synth 80s music, which made it even better. I liked the music. Yeah, like I said, the music in this movie was great. I liked it. I liked the retro style instead of the old Chinese, Japanese, kung fu movie music or whatever. Definitely check out this movie. It's definitely worth a watch. Anyways, that's all I have for you this week. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Even if you're going to talk shit on me, it don't bother me. I don't care. You know, everybody has their own opinions about shit. Facts you can't, dispute, even though far leftoids, they want to do that. Feminists, they can't stand facts. They hate it. They'll argue with you till they're blue in the face, even when you present them with all the facts and evidence. So, whatever. You want to hate on me because I told the truth and I told you some facts that you don't like? Well, get over it. Be butthurt about it. I don't fucking care. I'll talk shit about anybody and give them shit. If I'm just giving them shit, most of the time, if I'm not giving you shit, there's something about you I don't care for. Like you're rubbing me the wrong way, giving me bad vibes, whatever you want to call it. There's something off about you if I'm not giving you shit. If you can't stand if you don't know what, if you can't tell sarcasm and giving somebody shit, then I don't know what to tell you. That tells me more about you than it does about me. So anyways, if you could think of any B-rated, underrated movies you think I may never even heard of or know about, please leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below, and I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. So until next time, I told you be told the truth, and you just been told.